guys, DeeSims here, and welcome back to the channel. And today I bring to you city living. So if you don't know about me, I live in the DC area, our nation's capital in the United States, and I started my new job in DC, and I'm surrounded around these beautiful loft type, big window, huge city living apartments. And also, if you know me, you know that I love apartments. My dream house is actually an apartment. So I just love apartment life, like making living quarters in small spaces. I just think it amazes me what people come up with, and how you can just be so what's the word I'm looking for? So things can just tend to be other things. I don't know there's a word for that, but I can't think of it right now. But so that's something that's always like made me I get mesmerized by it. Like I see, oh, this like a futon like freaks me out because I think that's so cool how it can also be like a couch and a bed. So when things have more than one purpose, and I tried to do a lot of that here. And of course the new content from Spa Day really helped me, especially those little stools. They look like little blocks, but they're like cushiony stools, and your Sims can sit on them, and they're really small, so you'll see those throughout the build. But in DC, there's not a lot of living space, so this house is pure inspiration from our nation's capital, DC, and are actually very generous. So this lot is on a 20 by 15 in Newcrest, and I went for the smallest lot because in DC you don't have a lot of space. I actually visited a friend, and I stayed in her apartment for about 2 weeks, and I got to experience a little bit of how it can be of being in a true city style. I live like 2 seconds out of DC, but my dream right now is to save up enough money so I can move into one of these cramped spaces and make it into my own. And that's what I'm doing in this video, but they have a little bit more luxury. But each apartment, there's 4 apartments in total. They all have their own space, and now with the new update with the locked doors, you can have 4 separate Sims, or 4 separate living families or couples in these houses, um, in these apartments rather, and they can live on the same lot. So I'm also into right now, like for some reason, I'm really into like different families or different couples on the same lot but in their own space. You can check out my previous build, which is Modern Square Complex, which is 3 separate homes on one huge lot. And it's pretty awesome. I never thought of the concept, but I just have a Let's Play that's also on my channel called Let's Play the Gatos. That's the house, the Modern Square Complex, and it's also available on the gallery. So if you're looking for something of that nature, always check out hashtag DSims2 or DSims on the gallery, and you will find it. So yes. So back to this. I Uber a lot in DC because I don't like walking, and right now our metro subway train system is like going through hell. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's really frustrating. So I Uber a lot in DC, and I always drive past these beautiful apartments with these gorgeous windows, and they look just like this. And at first I'm like, man, the only thing that's keeping me from doing this build is the windows. But of course, after the new Spa Day release, I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I'm just really excited. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And the half walls, like everything just really tied in together. And I've been saying on the channel I wanted to make like a compact living like home, but due to content I wanted to wait out on it. This still isn't exactly what I'm going for, but I feel like as more stuff come out, that dream compact home that I've been talking about for months will finally come into play. So one thing I did out front, which might be a little annoying to some people, in DC, you don't have a lot of green life at all. Because it is a major city, we don't get a lot of green life. So I was going to originally put big trees in those planter box, but for sakes of screenshots and for the sake of trying to make this as real as possible, I took those out and put in small bushes. Also in DC, everyone shares in apartments. Everyone shares trash and like sewer depot type stuff. So I try to do a little play on that while having the dirty grass and like huge boxes and trash containers and things of that nature. So that is something common in DC. You'll see there's a ton of trash in any city you go to, but I just feel like DC with all the restaurants and things like that, there's just boxes and stuff everywhere. So, like I said, there's not a lot of green lights, so I try to limit that as much as possible, but I wanted it to be seen. So if you see there's like a smaller fence so you can actually see the green light. Also, like because DC is the nation's capital and is a city, pretty much all of the maintenance of like gardens and things like that are all city handled. So it's nothing really extravagant because the city's like, nah, we ain't doing that. So what I did do is I did have a small kind of like community garden. Now we do have those in DC and they're becoming very popular now. So you can actually in some apartments in DC you can rent. They'll have something like this, like they'll most likely have rooftop gardens, and you can rent plot space. But I just decided to put those out there in case one of the Sims who lives in the apartment can garden and have their own space. But if you're looking for more reality, and if any DC resident wants to correct me on this, there is like some kind of fee you would pay for a community garden unless you find a free one, which is really, they're becoming very popular because everyone's starting to grow their own herbs and things like that. And also, DC is a huge vegetarian and vegan area, so there's always a lot of benefits if you're vegan for things like having your own vegan garden and growing your own fruits and veggies and herbs and things like that. So it really is. I really tried to keep to the realistic state. I just loved it so much. Another thing about living in DC, you would not get this much backyard area, but because the lot was so big, and I didn't know of a creative way to crop out the lot, which would be really hard and difficult, and it could be a little irritating when you're trying to export it into your game. So I tried to keep with the concrete around just to say that this is the typical spot of like area you would get. Um, and this technically would be on a roof of a DC apartment. So here is like a little canopy or tent type where they would have like grills or just like a hangout party area. If you ever seen Friends, when they go on the side of their when they go on the side of their balcony, or even when they go upstairs on the rooftop, you'll see like hang lights, which I really wish the Sims, we need like string lights. Like I want them so much. It would have been beautiful in this build. I tried, but I didn't want to use the snowflake lights because they look a little lame. So, but they'll have string lights up there and they'll have a bar, and typically people who have like parties would normally try to rent out the rooftop space, and it's just really nice up there, especially at night with the city and the lights, and it's just beautiful. So I really, really tried to incorporate that here, but I didn't want to put it on the roof because I wanted to utilize this space somehow. So this is typical in a DC apartment. Also, they would have something like this maybe indoors, and they also would have a gym, like a gym you can go to, a computer lab of some sort, and maybe a laundry facility if it's not inside of the apartment or loft itself. But because we don't have laundry yet, I decided to just, try to stick with these main things. Also, pools are not really a DC thing. Like if you wanted to go to the pool in DC, you would normally go to a rec or a lodge, or if you're part of some kind of like country club, which I don't even know if we have. We probably do, but like I've never been to a country club in DC, but I've always been to pools at our rec center, and some apartment complexes have pools, but generally this is a standalone, maybe like a tower inspired um, apartment where it's just that one tower. Now we do have like apartment complexes, which is just like 50 different units spread all over in like some kind of neighborhood cul-de-sac kind of thing, but this is strictly city, living straight in the city type life, and the life I'm trying to live, but my bank account. But I'm getting there. I'm really excited. Hopefully when I get there, maybe I'll do like some kind of build of my some kind of room tour. But I didn't know when I first started, I didn't know if I was going to do these as duplexes, which is like it will technically be two apartments and they would have an upstairs and a downstairs. But because like I said, I'm really into the compact living and having things serve more than one purpose, I decided to do four separate apartments. So these are four separate apartments, like I said, and I just really hope you guys enjoy this because I really worked hard on it, and I only do it for you guys. And I'm just really into city living. So if anybody has like any kind of city or maybe like style they would like to see in a city house, I would so love to do that. The next house I'm planning on building is like a factory type, not ship container, but more of like industrial type factory house. Um, Really looking for more content though. I would wait for the content. The exterior would be pretty awesome, but the interior, when it comes to furniture and wallpaper like that, I would really like to wait out on it. But I can also do a starter home. I've been thinking of a starter home idea. But I am just so excited, and I'm really, really, really excited for the channel. Like I said, the channel is back active again since October 1st, 2015. I had to take a little break, get adjusted to work and things like that, but I'm really excited to be back, and I just hope that you guys really enjoy this build. Um, so what are we doing right now? So, okay, I'm ready for beds. I cannot wait for new beds. I'm hoping Get Together brings more beds and just carpets and curtains and drapes and things like that. Really, really, really wanting that. And some carpet. We have like two different types. We need more carpet, man. But here in that bedroom, I went with kind of a light mint green with really yellowish wood, and I thought it looked really calm and really relaxing. I liked how it looked in the screenshots. Looks awesome. But in the city, you don't get a lot of bathroom space, not at all, especially in an apartment. Typically every layout is generally the same. But I wanted to mix it up because I didn't want everyone to have the same living style. So the story for this is basically these people have moved into the apartments. Sometimes you do have free will to like redo a kitchen or adding hardwood floors or stone or things like that. So that's the story with these apartments. So in this apartment, this person has been here for a while and they've redesigned their kitchen a little bit. Not a lot of modern fixtures in this apartment. Maybe someone who's like just starting off. So this apartment is very simple. Fairly all the apartments are fairly simple, really low furniture because I feel like DC does a great job with their apartments like in this style where they don't give you that much. It gives you enough to live and maybe a little bit more to be a little happy with, but it really pushes you to get outside and go do things instead of being cramped in the house. But if you are cramped in the house, of course you have enough space. And that's how I feel about a lot of things, especially with colleges, with college dorms. Just graduating myself, I really wish. I know this sounds really like, no, you don't. But seriously, I really wish our dorms were a little less nicer. It would encourage us to move out of our rooms and to become more involved on campus. But I mean, I certainly was. But I was an RA, so everyone probably hate me now because I was an RA. But I was an RA, and I always wanted my residents to be like out there and doing stuff and not cooped up in the room. But back to this. Living room, kitchen, dining room, pretty much in all the same area. And that's pretty much how it is. It's, everything, you furnish your own place. Some places are, you rent to own or you just rent month to month. Some places is like, I need 3 months. Like, you can really get a really specific lease in DC. Like, one of my friends is like, yeah, I'm only living in my apartment for 98 days. And I'm like, why 98? Why not like 90 or like, half a year? It's like, no, I'm not feeling it. So, A lot of people move a lot in DC, but I feel like once you're content with where you want to be, you'll stay there for a while. I know I would, cause I take apartment shopping very strongly, and yeah, I wouldn't just mess around and be like, oh, I'm gonna move in 68 days, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But here, here in this apartment, basically, this is like someone who just kept all the standard furniture. So some apartments, because of being in the city and thinking about moving in furniture, and especially if you live on multiple, like different floors, um, bringing in furniture can be a hassle. So some apartment complexes offer full furnished housing, and that's typically what this person sim did with their house. They just kept everything the same, or they're that short lease person who's like, yeah, I'm moving in 98 days. So this is typically standard furniture you would see in any kind of, you know, a furnished apartment. But um we're in DC now, so this is DC apartment furniture. So I was thinking this would be like some guy who's just like looking for a place for just a while. But oh man, I don't know how much this costs. Hmm, that's a bummer. But hopefully, you know, you guys, the people working are working Sims, and you know they can afford the place. I don't think it should be that much. I mean, the exterior of the building is pretty extensive, but the interior, the furnishing is not that much because everything's pretty simple. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Like I said, going back into this, simple furnishings. Here I tried to do a little something different with the island because it was just not enough space. And this is where I love like thinking like, man, what else could I do? And this is really what I want to, you know, encounter when I do the compact living house. So hoping, you know, ideas like this just roll off. But I just really thought it was a unique shape, and it took up some space, but it also, you know, offers some kind of uniqueness to the house. So not only does, you know, not only do you have counter space, but you also have like a table kind of coming out of it. And that computer is the only computer on the lot because I just felt like each sim was different. So things like that. And then here comes my derp moment. I always have derp moments. Oh, I forgot to list my struggles. I always tell you guys my struggles with this build, and I think my struggles with this build would certainly have to be. It's really small. You guys probably won't even notice it, but the lot with it being 20 by 15, I had like some even and oddness issues. But I mean, it pretty much comes along. This was pretty much a good build. I feel like I had a little struggle in the beginning trying to get the stairs and trying to figure out exactly where everything would go because the lot was bigger than what I wanted it to be. So that was pretty much my struggle. But this lot just I don't know why, but it came easy for some reason. But I think it's because I was listening to Pandora, and I had on my Girls Just Want to Have Fun radio station, and it literally played every single song that I loved, and it was great. And I was at my boyfriend's house, and we were watching football. Well, he was, and I was playing The Sims, and it was great. So yeah, it was a good time. But yeah. Um, also, the two apartments on the top have two balconies, sort of. So there's more in city living. There's like you get what you get, and you pretty much have to live with it. So for the people who would live downstairs, the way they will get to the backyard entertaining area would be they would just have to walk out the front door of the complex and just walk around the building. But these people who live on the top floor, they have rooftop access. What's going on here? Why is it paused? Why are you taking so long? I don't know. Probably changing Pandora. Who knows? But they would have like they have a rooftop. No, they don't. They do not. They have an access straight down into the backyard, and they also have a balcony. So generally, if you had a balcony in DC, you would tend to pay more in rent or like cost of living. And if you didn't, you probably will get more square footage in which they do downstairs. Technically, these apartments at the top are a lot smaller than the ones at the bottom. So here we have just another simple bedroom. Maybe I think this person was really into greenery or nature type things. I am really having some time. I was just like, man, am I recording? What's going on? It's working now, so good. But I don't know. I don't remember how this happened, but this person has a pretty nice sized bathroom for being in the city because, man, those bathrooms are small. I mean, they serve the purpose, but you could not imagine how small those bathrooms can be. Just like literally like a 2 by 2. Like everything's in there. It's pretty crazy. But I I really liked all of these apartments. I think if I had to choose one to live in, I think it would probably be the first apartment, the very first one that I furnished. Just because it's a little bit more of my style of how I would furnish, maybe. I mean, I like to buy things with no purpose. Like, I think Home Goods has this, if you don't know Home Goods, it's like a knickknack store slash furnishing slash a Joann's or Michael fabric store. It's pretty much just like a furnishing knickknack store. I love it. I spend tons of money in Home Goods. And I don't even have a home of my own, but who knows? It's like the clutter menu, that store. It sells those things. So, like, I literally will buy useless stuff. Like, I think Home Goods has like $1,000 like glass reindeer, and I've wanted it for years. For years. It's like a bedazzled, sparkly, life-size reindeer, and I think it's beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful work of art, and I've wanted this thing for years. And like, it's like a mommy deer, so they have a baby deer. I don't know what they're called, and you might think I'm dumb, and it's okay. Yeah, I graduated college. And the baby deer, it's like 300, and it's like sparkly like the mom, and I'm like, man, I want that baby deer. But no one I know will help me pay for $1,000 deer. I mean, I don't know what I would do with it. I mean, if I had a baby, I would let my baby like ride on it because it looks adorable and it would be like beautiful Christmas photos. But I don't know. But I really want that. I really want that deer now. I'll put it on my Christmas list. Oh, just in case you guys are wondering, what is going on? Why am I taking such long pauses? I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going on. But I still believe in Santa Claus. Like, I mean, I wake up and I wrap my brother and sister's present. Oh my gosh, what if they're watching? No, I don't. I don't do that. I'm just kidding. Santa does it. Ha. Oh my gosh, what if my little sister watches this video? Toast. That's horrible. I'll make sure she doesn't watch it. Don't worry, guys. She won't watch it. But she likes to watch. She watched Sims videos and she doesn't play The Sims. It's the cutest thing ever. She's like, I just want to be closer to you. It's adorable. But I'll make sure she don't watch this one. But I wrap their gifts. But I feel like when I wake up, there's still extra stuff under that tree that I didn't put there. And I know it's Santa because it's Santa. Yeah. I need to start making my list. But speaking of list, what are you guys going to be for Halloween? Because me and my boyfriend were thinking about dressing up as Dr. Evil and is it Mini Me? Mini Me from Austin Powers. I'm super excited. I really want to do it. But I told him he'll have to shave his head and he doesn't want to. But I'm like, you need to commit. Like, I'm a I'm a theater geek. Like, if you don't know me, like, I went to school, I graduated with a theater degree, and I work in a theater in DC. And I'm just like, man, you have to commit to the part. Like, if you have to shave your head, shave your freaking head. It's just hair. But like, I was thinking about shaving my head to be mini me. I mean, would you guys do it? I mean, would you take that risk? I mean, I would. I so would. I'm kidding. No, no, no. No, I would. I really would. But yeah, going back to this last apartment. This is the only apartment that doesn't have an ensuite bathroom. Typically, you would not have an ensuite bathroom in like a one-bedroom apartment. And yes, all of these are one-bedroom apartments, but with some configuration, they can become two bedrooms. Um, but for the sake of space and wanting this to be as realistic as possible, not saying we don't have two bedrooms. We do, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do more than one bedroom. It didn't occur to me. Maybe because of space. But this is the only apartment that doesn't have the ensuite straight into the room. But yeah, we're almost at the end of the video in a couple of minutes. But I really hope you guys enjoy these videos. Please let me know what you would like to see. I am starting the Gato family Let's Play. It's not very popular at the moment. I think the most popular things I have on my channel right now are my speed builds. Um, I really love building, but I love playing even more. And if you guys would like to see certain things, just let me know in the comments below and we will get to it. Get to it. Oh, wait, no, that's not the song. Dang, messed up. It's okay. But coming around here to the kitchen. Also, if you notice throughout this video, I did not put up a lot of wall decorations. I think it was because I was kind of like trying to get through this, because I was just so excited to upload it the same night, and then I ended up falling asleep. So that wasn't good. But when I was doing the screenshots, I did go back and I added in a lot more paintings and wall decorations and things like that. I just was looking, I was like, man, these walls are really bare. So some things might be added into the video, not the video, into the screenshots that you did not see in the making of the video. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm willing and I'm enabling myself to do as much as I possibly can, whatever you guys would like to see. I do all this stuff for you guys. And I'm really excited to see where this channel goes. But don't forget to check out the other videos. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a grand day.